What's going on, guys? Welcome back inside of moco. We have some things to talk about today regarding the new season that's just about to drop, as well as something that I really loved that dropped inside of the game just a few days ago. So make sure you subscribe so you stay up to date on everything relating to moco. First of all, take a look at the final stretch. 1 day, 19 hours, and the final stretch is over. I'm not going to get myself to level 100, but you know what? I don't care. I got everything done that I needed to get done. I've unlocked all the weapons and I've done it at a grind pace that's comfortable for me. Let me know, guys, what's your grind pace that you're doing inside of the game that you think is the happy medium, where you're enjoying yourself, not overwhelming yourself with too much gameplay, with not enough reward. You know what I'm trying to say. Curious on what kind of a player you are. Now, again, we need to remember that Supercell is in their month of rest. Typically, July is when Supercell takes a bit of time off and they kind of relax, they're on vacation, but we're still getting some good stuff that's dropping inside of the game on a regular basis. We always have new things dropping into the shop, new collections and things like that, which is kind of cool. We have the portal being updated on a daily basis, and by the way, one of the things that I really did enjoy was the return of this Chaos Toad. 5 times rewards are just really nice, and they give you a good bump when you're someone that's behind trying to pick yourself up a couple of levels. It's been great. Also, I stand by this being a great feature. I'm at 20 days logging in, completing my 5 daily jobs in a row. What are you at? I don't even know how long ago this dropped inside of the game. It may have actually been 20 days ago, and I've been motivated because of that to continuously open things up and play every single day because of that, which I haven't yet done today. We got Summoning Ground, Dragon Lair, Monster Madness, and I have to finish a couple of the elite contracts. So we got a little work to do inside of the game. But I also want to tell you guys about the 3 new weapons that are dropping inside of moco with the start of the new season. What are you gonna be, or what are going to be our next 3 weapons available over here? There's no sign of anything right now. Well, I can tell you that the 3 weapons, and if you want to see more, I did put a video out just a couple of months back, actually, showing all of the weapons that are ever going to come out inside of moco until they start creating more new ones. And that video kind of gives you a breakdown of everything. But we have the Hornbow, the Bloodsucker, and we have the Fancy Wrench coming inside of moco for the next season, which will be season 3. So how does your profile look so far right now inside of season 2? Something that I really like over here is that there is that career level. I don't ever find that I'm upset about the level reset. You know, my number 86 right now, which will probably get to level 90 or so before the season ends, I don't feel bad when that resets to level 1 because my career level is continuously growing, and that allows me to really keep a good track and show that I've been playing the game since the start. Now, before I get into the feature that they dropped inside of the game that I absolutely loved, I want to remind you guys to please support my channel. Drop on over when you're in the shop into Mogold packs, slide on over and throw in code ECHO. You could reset this every week, and anything that you purchase inside of moco is going to be directly supporting my channel. Also, it's going to bring you into our exclusive code ECHO chat, where you can join and chat with everyone that is utilizing code ECHO. Code ECHO also works in all Supercell games. So thank you guys for that support. I appreciate it. But let's talk about the game mode. That was a great move by Supercell. Yeah, the 10-person rift was so good. This is going in the right direction. All right, so Supercell has said, no, we're not going to be doing PvP. PvP is not going to be the feature of this game. I cried a little inside, although I don't like the PvP inside of the game. I like the idea. But they did say they're going to be going all in, essentially, on this being a PvE game. Of course, they could conjure up some insane PvP game mode that's so addicting and amazing that it changes the whole focus of the game. We never know what the future will bring, but for right now, it's about PvE experiences. How do we improve PvE experience inside of moco? Well, one is having more players be able to play together. One of the most fun things inside of the game is being able to run around the open world with a mob and completing your daily contracts and the things that you gotta do on a daily basis. That's fun. But the day fades away, the mobs get a little bit smaller. By the way, they did undensify. They have less people on a map now than they had in the past to have the game run a bit more smoothly. But it's always fun because you get those big death mobs and you have a good time running through everything together. Here, they just took the whole mob idea, playing with a whole bunch of friends all together, and they threw it in a rift where you're going to be encountering multiple different enemies along the way. 10 players fighting together for one objective. Take down the boss, get the rewards for the day from taking down the boss, get the experience, and man, you better make sure that all of you don't die. And I think a few times during this, it got close where there were quite a few deaths, more than I was expecting. But I just logged in and found this and was like, this is actually a lot of fun. And I can confirm through creator channels that multiple content creators have been enjoying this. This dropped inside of the game. People were excited about this dropping inside of the game because it's the vision that the people want to see. We've mentioned that we want a big world boss that'll spawn once per day, once per week, and it's going to be a massive battle. This is the first step in that direction. This fight, as you can see right now, we've been in it for 2.5 minutes. The world boss fight that I'm talking about, my concept, what I want to see come inside of moco, the once a week or twice a week boss. I want to see where we can have 50 people fighting the boss, where we can have rewards be multiple levels of jump for taking down this boss. Chaos cores, insane chaos core drops. The rewards for taking down this big boss should be incredible, where you're gonna actually go against what your wife or girlfriend are saying, and you're going to, at the dinner table, start playing while you're eating your chicken or your steak or your hot dog or whatever it is you like to eat at dinner time. It's gonna be that big of an event. That's what I want to see come inside of moco, and I think that this activity, the 10-person rift, was a step into that proper direction. I also liked how they rotated through the different bosses, which makes me think, do they have the ability yet to put one massive boss that has so much HP that it takes 30 minutes, 20 minutes to take down, or not? Because, for example, in this fight, the bosses continuously just kept coming, different bosses after one was taken down. So it was like a horde mode of bosses versus it being one massive boss that never changed. Either way, this was a ton of fun. I enjoyed this experience taking down this big boss, and I think, like I said, it was a step in the proper direction for that world boss mechanic that I want to see. Also, you stack this on top of getting all the extra rewards that you get from the 5 times rewards, and it's a good day. Although we only 3-starred the thing, it's okay. And even after the victory, it still tells you your top hunter. It can show you the breakdown of damage and all of that, which I really thought was cool, and it's a great part of the teamwork that the game brings. So the horn bow, bloodsucker, and fancy wrench are coming, and it's gonna be good. That bloodsucker is one that you guys are going to enjoy. It's something completely different. Let me know what you're thinking of moco. Are you still playing right now in season 2, or did you kind of fall off? By the way, did you get your elite hunter path done incomplete? That is one thing that I did get in full. Level 90, here we come before the end of the season. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe, and I'll see you in season 3.